Hello, cruising world. Mick the Suit Guy here. It's Monday. Monday is Tips Day, and I'm going to give you some tips from myself this week. Please send me yours. I'm trying to keep this tips program going every Monday, but I can't do it on my own. I need your help. Nobody's sent me any tips in several weeks, and I'm running out of time. And if I don't get them, we'll just stop doing them because I can't. There's only so many I can do. So my email is coming up at the end of this video. Please, they don't have to be one specific cruise line. They can be any cruise line or anything related to cruising in general. But please send me yours so I can use them. I always have to do the aware that I don't read them in advance. I do react live to yours, but I'm never that mean. It's more fun that way, I think. So please send me yours. My email coming up at the end. Anyway, with that, on to my tips for this week. First one I want to do is about gift cards. You may have seen recently that AARP cut their discount down on Carnival gift cards from 10% to 8%, and you would think the end of the world just came, because instead of a $10 per $100 saving, you're only getting 8. Oh, it's not that big of a deal to me, but if it is to you, then so be it. I guess some people just love to complain. But you still can use them. The one thing I don't like about the whole new process is it went down from allowing you to have 25 a month to 5, which is a bit of a blow because I use them a lot. So my allowance went down from that. But a tip for you, I had Julie sign up and it only costs $12.50 a year for the first year. I think it goes up a bit for the second year, but even if it does, it still doesn't come close to the savings we make because we cruise a lot, as you know, and we use gift cards for everything. Especially on Carnival. So we're still going to save a ton of money. So now we get 10 a month for what it's worth. But did you also know that on AARP you can get gift cards for Celebrity and also for Royal? Although they're very more restricted in what you can use them for, and also how you use them. Like, for example, with Carnival, you can enter the gift card number when you make a payment. You can use it for things online. You can use it for cheers. You can use it for Wi-Fi packages. You can use it on board. You can use it everywhere. A lot more restricted on Royal and Celebrity. And also, you cannot enter it online. You have to email them. And I wrote the email down in case I forget to put it in the comments, but I would do my best to remember to put it in the comments. The problem is, and if anybody knows how to do this, let me know. I record these well in advance. So I have to make a note when the video comes out to add a comment, because you can't add a comment when you schedule them until they go live, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Celebrity Gift Certificate Program at celebrity.com. And I'm assuming it's something similar for Royal. I've never used one on Royal yet. I know you can't use Royal on board because we tried and we weren't allowed to. So they're really just for making payments on your cruise. But you can buy a gift card on AARP from Celebrity at 10% discount, email it with the booking number to that email address, and they will apply it to the cruise. You have to attach a picture of the gift card or a screenshot if it's an e-card, just to show it's a legit card. And then you can use that as many times as you want. They used to limit it to a certain number per booking. But when I called in the other day to apply one, we just booked a Celebrity cruise in 2027, because we book in advance, to South America, which I'm very excited about. So I wanted to use it. And they informed me that now you can use them for the entire cruise payment if you want to. You just have to give yourself time, especially if it's for your deposit. Now, one thing Celebrity does is they do give you 7 days. And I'm talking about Celebrity instead of Royal here because I'm a bit more familiar with Celebrity than I am with Royal. I'm assuming Royal is the same. Again, if it's not, please put it in the comments. But there's a 7-day time span to pay the deposit. So if you know you're going to do it, you can buy that gift card on day one and you'll get it back in straight away and you'll have enough time to email. The turnaround was like 2 or 3 days before they did it. And if for some reason it is not actioned by the end of those 7 days, you can call your travel agent, or you can call Celebrity Direct if you booked it on your own and just say, I've submitted this gift card for the deposit. Can you please extend the deposit date for a few days? And they will. In my experience, they will anyway. So there's that. That's a full 10%. So for those that hate the 2% loss, move. I talked so long, I lost my screen. What's my next? Oh, yeah. I think I covered this before, but we have an upcoming cruise. Well, I've got a couple. I'm going on the Breeze in early February to see Crazy Nicola If anybody knows of Crazy Nicola, you'll see we've got some videos on my site. We've done 3 little shore excursions. So I've got 3, we call ourselves Mick and Nicola. Hoping to take him out again on this one and make a 4th episode of our little excursion, as it were. But he's on the breeze, and then we get off that, and then Julie and I, she's flying out because she can't come on the breeze one, but she's flying out to meet me, and we're going on the Jubilee for a 7-day cruise after that. Anyway, my tip is try and avoid Uber on the way back. It can be a nightmare. Absolute nightmare if you're not careful. So, yeah, just don't do it. Last time we did Uber at Galveston, I think we waited 2 hours to get an Uber. It was a disaster because the port gets so busy and there's like one road in and out that they sometimes just stop cars from coming in and they won't let the Ubers in on one side. It was, if anybody has a better experience than me, I'm saying this a lot in this video, put that in the comments. But in my experience, try and avoid an Uber out of Galveston. It is not fun. And if you do, and you haven't got a lot of bags, I would walk away from the port with the bags and order one from a couple of blocks away. Try not to have them come into the port. It's a zoo, especially if there's multiple ships in on that day. Quick, but hopefully helpful tip there. Yeah. And if anybody has watched my videos with Nicola and you want us to see us do something when we go ashore, put it in the comments what you'd like us to do, and keep it clean-ish, and I'll do my best, because Nicola don't care, and I don't care. We'll do anything. Almost anything. All right, two more. I got 4 this week. And this is not, the last 2 are not really tips as much as suggestions, I think. There's a new platinum diamond gift out that, I mean, I think everybody could admit it's probably the worst one they've ever done, because it's not that it's the worst gift, it's the least practical because the least people want one, and it's a baseball cap, right? Who's going to wear it? Very few. I wear baseball caps, but if you don't wear a baseball cap, you're never going to use it. It really is, there's no beating about the bush. It's a terrible, terrible idea to give that as a gift, because maybe 1 in 20 people that get one are actually going to use it. Having said that, you know, if you cruise on Carnival for the rewards, then you're making a big mistake, because they're pretty much hands down the worst rewards program of all the cruise lines out there. You know, they keep saying they're going to revamp it, and they never do. There was all this talk earlier this year that it was coming by the end of the year. Notice how that suddenly stopped. You know, the lovely brand ambassador on Carnival has a habit of doing that. He'll talk and talk and talk, and then rather than say it's not going to happen, it'll just disappear off the menu and you won't hear about it anymore. All they like to talk about on that, they like to slam YouTubers, and they like to make a lot of stuff up, and they give some good facts. And then they also make up complaints that people don't make. But anyway, that's another story for another day. A lot of people love that. I'm not a big fan of it because it's clickbait, basically, is what they're doing on that thing. And I like the facts. There's some very useful information comes out, but there's a lot of made up stuff on there, a lot of lies spread, and a lot of false hope given. So, whatever. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, so my point is, let me get to my point. Go get it, right? And give it to a crew member. Or give it to, if you see somebody at the bar that's like not platinum or diamond, but they're wearing a hat. So if you're buying a beer at the Red Frog pub, right? And somebody comes up with a blue card or a red or a gold and they're wearing a hat, give it to them. Don't just complain about it. You know, we all know it's a terrible gift idea, but well, I should rephrase that. We don't all know it. Some people would love it, right? Personally, I would never wear it because I've got proper Carnival baseball hats that are much nicer. I've got Red Frog ones, much nicer. Well, I will never wear that hat. And I wear baseball caps. So some people might. But give it to someone. Give it to a crew member. And that goes for all the different gifts. If you don't like the gift, don't complain about it, right? It's not a right, you know. It's like, whatever. Again, the rewards program on Carnival, we're diamond, whatever, right? I'm approaching 500 days cruising with Carnival. The only thing that's worth anything to me is the free laundry on a long cruise. There's nothing else whatsoever that makes any difference. Priority boarding, it's like 5 minutes. If you're smart when you check in for your cruise and you're one of the first people to check in, right, you're going to be boarding like 10 minutes after I do. It's like such a joke. The rewards program, forget it. Don't cruise Carnival for the rewards is all I'm saying. But yeah, with those diamond platinum gifts. Oh, and I did a video recently. Look it up on the difference between Royal and Carnival on the rewards program. Just watch it. You'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, give those gifts away. And then the last thing I want to talk about this week is it's a plea for help. And I learned something on my last cruise that really upset me. And I was gonna comment on the brand ambassadors page about this, but they would make some lie up about how it's not true. But I know this is true because I've asked several different people and I've heard the same thing from everybody. And I'll ask you a question and I'm going to give you the answer in a little bit. I want you to ponder the answer, because if you watch my Facebook page, and I do have a tips page on Facebook, I'll try and remember to put that in the comments too if you haven't signed up for that. I told them and everybody was stunned. But try and have a guess how much commission a photographer gets every time they sell a picture on board. Now, bear in mind, Carnival charges $23.99 for a picture. Admittedly, they often give like a discount in the parts of the cruise on that, but the base price is $23.99 for a print. Have a guess in your mind how much the actual photographer that took that picture gets as commission for every picture they sell. And I'll give you the answer in a second. But I want to add one more thing. And I found this out too, which I found very interesting. They don't get paid for this, but they get a lot of recognition per click. So when they're bothering you to take a picture and you just walk by, which is what I do, because literally my goal on every cruise is not to have my picture taken by a photographer. I do hate the way they pose you. That's really annoying. And even though I've sometimes done a picture, I said, listen, don't pose me. I just want a straight picture. That is it. They still try and pose me because they're so conditioned to posing. So I beg them not to. But for every click picture they take, sell it or not, they get recognition. The bosses see that they're working. Their bosses see that they're taking pictures and they're doing stuff, right? So while it may not help them financially, job-wise, it helps them a great deal. It is not their fault if you don't buy the picture, but it looks like they are doing a good job of getting you in to take the picture. So my recommendation would be, if you have the time, when you're walking around the ship and they say, picture sir, have them take the picture, right? You can delete it straight away. You don't have to buy it, but take the picture because it helps them a great deal job-wise. Right, now back to what I said about before, the drum roll answer on how much commission they make per picture. When I put this up on my page, most people were saying in the region of $1 to 10% to 5% or whatever. The actual answer is 20 cents. That's 0.008%, I think I worked it out correctly, per picture. That means to make $10, they would have to sell 50 pictures. 50 pictures. $23.99 Carnival charges for that picture, and they pay the person that took the picture 20 cents. Now, I know they make a salary on top of that, but you and I both know it ain't that great. So I used to think that was a cushy job, blah, blah, blah. You know, they had it easy. I learned a whole lot of respect for photographers on board now after hearing that. Again, I wanted to find out from the whatever page, but they would have just made some stuff up. But that's a disgrace, if you ask me, right? That's like slave labor at its best. So my suggestion, my tip would be, as long as they're not really nasty and pushy and forceful, maybe every now and then sit and take pictures with them. Maybe when they come around at dinner and asking if you want your picture. And I would never, ever in a million years buy a picture of me sitting eating food at a table. But I might let them take those pictures now because I know it helps them. I know it's going to benefit them in the future. I'm going to stop at a few more places and I'm going to say, listen, couple of quick pictures, don't pose. And if they do, I say, what did I say? I said don't pose. Just take my pictures. And maybe every now and then I'll walk by and I'll give them a couple of dollars tip here and there. Because I know that's going to go a long way, right? Especially if they've been nice. Like, we'll go on cruises and every night we'll wear the different suits. We'll walk up and down and the photographers always ask us to take pictures with them, as they do everybody. But I feel like they really want us to come in because of the look, and they think we're more likely to buy the picture. Maybe, I don't know, but they're always very nice. They always comment and how they appreciate blah blah blah. Because I walk up and down those aisles now, and I see people a lot of the photographers just standing there, and I think it's because Carnival is charging so much money for the photographs now. I'm a firm believer in, if you charge $10 a picture, right, you would sell 10 pictures. If you charge $24 a picture, you're going to sell 2 pictures. So maybe that's just the way I think. But I think if they lessen the cost, they'd make a lot more money. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe they cut the commission down to 2 cents on the on the photographers then. But anyway, so maybe slip a couple of bucks. Maybe take some pictures with them if they're nice. If they're really kind of almost bearingly rude or pushy or anything like that, maybe not. But judge. Just be aware that 20 cents per picture is not enough to make a living. Tip a bartender $1 and don't even think about it when you get a drink. Rant over. I could rant a lot more, but I'm not going to. Let me make sure that's all I had. Yep, that's it. So be careful on Ubers from Galveston. Pick up your diamond gift every time, and if you don't want it, give it to somebody that would appreciate it more than you. Celebrity gift cards, royal gift cards, and Carnival gift cards, the difference is I think a lot of people don't realize you can actually use them on celebrity and royal, but be aware of the restrictions. Whereas Carnival, you can pretty much use them anywhere for anything. And that photography thing, that still upsets me. Speaking of upset, I'm still looking for more tips, so please send them. I haven't had any since I started recording this. Joke. British humour, see? That's where it starts. But send me yours, seriously. I'm not that mean. If you have any cruising traditions, like what do you do every cruise, please send that to me. I also put out a cabin video every Thursday, and every Saturday I try and put out a video like a port tour or restaurants or something to do with Carnival or celebrity or royal, whatever. It is mostly Carnival because that is 90% of my cruising time, but I'm starting to branch out to other cruise lines now, so we're getting a little bit more about the other cruise lines as well. But if you have any ideas and suggestions on what you would like me to cover, please email me. I've said that a lot and not one person has ever emailed me. Oh well. With that, my contact information is coming up at the end of this video, and I will see you later, Cruising World. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, mick@elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.